Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you, Program Director Tulesh Motley. You stole my slogan. You know, normally when I was going to say halala, BMW, halala. That's my slogan. Now that you stole it, I'm going to try another one. I hope its meaning is relevant. Aye, BMW, aye. So you see, you can't finish me with slogans. I've got lots of them. Let me start my speech differently today. I want to start my speech by firstly saluting the thousands of workers who work for BMW. Because, you know, normally when we're in function, we recognize the big chiefs first. And then at the end, we look at the workers and we say, all protocol observed. Salute, workers, salute. From government, I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by Deputy Minister Majola, who's the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry and Competition. Thank you very much, Deputy Minister, for being with us. I'm told the Mayor of Tshwane could not join us, but he has sent the MMC for Economic Development. MMC, I must get your name right. It's Hannes Kutsie. Correct. Yeah. I've got it right. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me thank the leadership of BMW for inviting us to celebrate with you this afternoon. Chief Executive Peter van Beesgen, Dr. Miller, and of course, the program director have already acknowledged, and other leaders of BMW who are here with us, managers, artisans, engineers. We recognize all of you, and we are happy to be here to celebrate with all of you. When we were walking around the plant, or when I arrived, I think somebody asked me if it was my first time here. I don't know, Peter, if it was you. I think it was you. And I said, I think so, but I have been to BMW head office in Germany. I don't know why I haven't come here, but I'll tell you a small story. When I was in Gauteng's MEC for Finance, almost 15 years ago, there were some difficulties between government and BMW about incentives and other things. So Premier Mbazima Shlowa then called me and said, you know what, BMW might pull out of South Africa. So I want you to go to Germany to persuade them not to go. That's how I got to Munich. And I had good meetings with BMW, and I assured them, you know what, we will give you incentives, guys. Don't leave. And I'm so happy to be here because through that journey, we've seen BMW investing more and more, employing more and more people. And today we're talking about 4.2 billion rand more of investments. Quite a significant amount to be invested in our economy. So thank you very much, BMW, for not leaving South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day to celebrate this milestone. And I'm happy that we are here with everybody else, all the distinguished guests. I just want to say that what BMW has done to do this investment shows that South Africa is open for business. You know, I've heard stories about people saying, well, South Africa is going to be a failed state. Look at the technology here. The very advanced technology developments. So what you have done through this investment was to give confidence, to say South Africa is open for business. South Africa is an excellent investment choice. And of course, we are a gateway to Africa. BMW, if you want to get stronger in Africa, this is your gateway. You know that, right? We are a gateway into Africa. So we are very happy to be celebrating this milestone with you. Let me just look back a little bit that over the years, you have as BMW evolved from being simply an operating complete knockdown vehicle production plant to an assembling of vehicles from imported components, establish a world-class plant, but also producing customized cars for discerning customers across the globe. This transformation that we have seen is essential, and it's really a result of your billions of rands of investments that you have made, particularly in this plant in Roslyn, since the mid-1990s. We have seen a lot of investment by BMW, modernizing production facilities, and I'm happy, Chairman, as you were saying, that we are going to see the electrification happening here, electric cars being produced here in South Africa in this plant. We commend you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very grateful that BMW Roslyn has been an important part of the automotive sector in South Africa. Even more noteworthy is that over this past 50 years, this facility has played a significant role in creating jobs. Because for us, that's very important. That as we bring in investments, we want investments that are going to create jobs. And you are doing it here in Roslyn. Additionally, we appreciate your contribution to the advancement of technology and the high standards that you have set for responsible business practices in accordance with our automotive production and development program. Through this APDP, we aim to promote production volumes and the specified motor vehicle industry, promoting added value in automotive components industry, thus creating employment through the value chain. So program that the APDP has unquestionably guaranteed policy stability, securing the future of the local automotive manufacturing industry. That's really what we are proud of in South Africa. But I want to say to the leadership of BMW, the president announced what we call the Economic Reconstruction and Recovery Plan. And we see your investment adding value to that. We know all of us came through a difficult period of COVID. I'm sure BMW was affected as much as all other sectors in the economy. We now need to rebuild. We need to recover. And through this kind of investment, we will definitely be recovering and rebuilding our economy. And we want to see BMW do more of these investments in our country. Now, we are aware that through your 4.2 billion investments in electrification and digitization, you have secured the future of BMW Group plant in Roslyn for another 50 years. We want you here for another 50 years. Don't go anywhere. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure it's something to celebrate to know that across all the value chain, BMW employs 23,000 people. And I'm sure more people will be employed as you expand. We know you're going to expand. But something I like very much is the training. The training that you are doing throughout all your plants, but particularly here in Roslyn. I mean, I'm very happy to see young black men and women who are doing the kind of sophisticated jobs that they are doing because they've been trained here. And we want to see more of that being done. Train more and more young people. We will work with you, we will support you. One of the responsibilities that the president has given me is to lead the Human Resource Development Council. We deal with training, particularly of young people, artisans, engineers, in all those fields. So we will be working with BMW on that because you have indicated that you have a training center in Menlyn where you are training more than 2,000 people there. It's quite a big number. And we want to see that kind of commitment of training growing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree with me, seeing what BMW is doing, let's appeal to other manufacturers to follow suit, to be able to invest in our country, take advantage of the climate for the ease of doing business, invest and work with us as we train more and more young people. Now, at some point there was a difficulty because of the minimum volume of vehicles that we wanted produced to be able to get incentives, but that has been lowered to allow many manufacturers to be able to produce cars in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, our aim is to create more stable rules because we don't want a situation where investors saying it's difficult to do business in South Africa. So we want to ensure that we have stable rules so investors can come and invest, commit to manufacturing. And one of the things that we are doing is to establish special economic zones. And through this special economic zones, we'll be offering, or Deputy Minister Majola must say we are offering, not we will be. We are offering tax breaks, custom duty exemptions, and also infrastructure development subsidies. if it's not happening, you must blame him. That's his job, Deputy Minister Majola. But those are the things that we think will help us to grow businesses together with yourselves, employ more people. Secondly, we are now investing more in skills development, as I said. Training programs to upskill the South African workforce, particularly those who are in manufacturing. And also to invest in infrastructure. You know, when you are in a business like BMW, you bring a lot of, or you transport a lot of cars and you bring a lot of other equipment from ports. So you do want to have proper roads, railways, the ports must be working. So those that are the things that we are currently investing in as government to ensure that you are able to do your businesses properly. Program Director, all these actions that we are taking are aimed at promoting investment for all the growth sectors of our economy, specifically manufacturing industries, but also increase competitiveness. You know, one thing that we must always be aware of is that we are competing with other countries. So it's important that what we do must always take into account that we must increase our competitiveness globally. Because as we produce cars here, they are exported to other countries. So if we don't produce quality, we'll be, us as South Africa, will be beaten by other countries. So we have to be globally competitive. And as government, we are aware that in order to be fully competitive in the global market, we need to deal with some of the challenges that we have in the country. One of them is energy security. You know, to have plants like the one we have here, you need a continuous supply of energy. So that's why we are busy dealing with the problem of load shedding. As you have seen that the Minister Ramokgopa has been running around dealing with that problem so that we can ensure that we deal decisively with the problem of load shedding. He has indicated that, in fact, as we move towards the end of the year, he wants to make sure that load shedding is a problem of the past. Hey, can Karali believe? Reamotsepa Ramokgopa. No, we need to give Ramokgopa a chance. The man is working very hard, and I think he will deliver. He has to deliver. But I think it's important that as South African, we work together to ensure that we can make load shedding a problem of the past. And I think Minister Ramokgopa is running around China, I think he's really trying to make sure that this problem goes away. So that as South Africans, we can get down to business. Problem. So that's what we are dealing with, and we want to ensure that the energy action plan goes underway and delivers. Program Director, as I go to conclusion, one of the things we are doing is currently there are 60 gigawatts of renewable energy projects that are in various stages of implementation. Because as South Africa, we also don't want to be left behind as the world moves towards renewable energy. So we have set up a just energy transition plan. We are moving with everybody. Of course, we're still using some of our fossil fuels. We have a lot of coal-fired power stations that over time will be decommissioned. But we have agreed that as we move towards the new paradigm, the renewable energy environment, we should still use some of those that can give us some energy, some megawatts. And therefore, we are repairing some of them, but over time, we will be moving with the whole world towards the renewable energy environment. The reason why we slowed down decommissioning is because we realize that we can't transition in the dark. Because if we decommission everything and yet the renewables are not properly in place, we're going straight into darkness. So I'm sure you'll agree with me that we gradually get there, but with lights on, not darkness. Program Director, let me close because today is not a day of speeches, it's a day to celebrate the milestone of 50 years. I would like to offer once again my congratulatory messages to the leadership and the managers, the workers of BMW Roslyn for reaching this milestone. You have done well, all of you. You see, I'm not praising the managers alone. I'm saying all of you. We know, when workers are not committed, you'll never succeed. Now, I can see that the workers here are very committed. And when I was going around in the plant, I met some shop stewards in the plant. Mamelang basebes. So the shop stewards, I said to them, let's wear ribbon. And then they said to me, typical shop stewards, Rabatlo born. So I said, yeah, no, that's fine. So we will be meeting with them to discuss other challenges. The good thing is that the reason why they said they want to see me was because they are concerned that if certain things are done, we could lead to massive job losses. And they said to me, Deputy President, we could lose as much as 69,000 jobs if certain things are not done. So we want to see you. So I said, no, yeah. And I think the leadership of BMW also agrees that I think when workers have concerns, we need to listen. We need to engage with them because they make this plant a success. Okay, so the leadership of BMW, the workers, in the many years to come, we have high hopes that BMW will be able to preserve its current forward momentum and attain the ever increasing levels of success. We like what you're doing. We like your cars. You know, I came with so many BMWs today. But I'm going to go home poorer today because my wife saw a car that she likes. So if I didn't come with her, I was going to say to her, those models are not yet in South Africa. Now she has seen them. Beautiful cars, but please sustain the success that you have had over the last 50 years. Take it to greater heights. There is no room for failure. South Africans are looking upon you, the workers, Batswangbo Soshanguve, Harankua, Mabopani. You are creating employments. Where to? Where else? Mamelodi. Yeah? At Ridgeville. You see, you're dealing with a big area of people that depend on the success of this plant. So this plant cannot fail. Because if you fail, abasebetsi will fail. So this plant must succeed. And we want to assure you that you will have the support of our government. The years that we have traveled with you, we will continue with you. I won't buy that car until you make sure that, what do they call this? How we drive also, Eric? Test drive, yeah. We want to test drive first. Yeah, test drive first. But otherwise, thank you very much and a very happy 50th birthday. Halala BMW, halala. Aye, BMW, aye. Thank you very much.